Alright, everybody. Today we'll be doing Pokemon Platinum with Minun. In the edited video for Sunday, we did Plusle. This Pokemon's going to be a tiny bit worse, I believe. And the reason I say that is because these Pokemon are pretty identical. The only differences between them is Minun has 10 less attack and special attack, but 10 more defense and special defense. So Minun is slightly more defensive, but they're both the same speed. And there's only 2 level up moveset differences. Minun gets Charm and Trump Card, while Plusle gets Fake Tears and Last Resort. Honestly, most of those moves are straight up useless. Trump Card does more base power the less PP the move has, so it's kind of like Fury Cutter in a way. And Last Resort only does damage if it's the 4th move you used. Like, you have to use the other moves first. But honestly, I think Charm will actually help, because Plusle did not have access to Charm for Rourke, so it made Rourke kind of difficult. Plusle might have a slightly easier Rourke fight, I think. We will use Encore to stall. The Plusle run was what made me acknowledge that Encore is not that bad of a move. It was Plusle that made me realize that. Plus, I was able to use it in the Illumise run, too. You missed Gen 6 when you were in high school? Oh, so you never played it? Well, I actually checked my calendar for you. The next time I am doing Gen 6 on streams is the week of July 7th. That week will be Omega Ruby. That's the next time I'm doing Gen 6. Anyway, we'll be running a Rash Nature, plus Special Attack minus Special Defense. I think that's the same nature Plusle went with. Our ability is Trash, and our Hidden Power typing is Hidden Power Ice. Same identical reason to Plusle. This is basically going to be a copy and pasted run of Plusle. I do believe, though, despite the 10 less attack, the Rourke fight will be slightly easier because I can use Charm to lower the attack stat. I mean, you missed X and Y. You missed the games. Oh. I mean, if you want to know the next time I'm doing X and Y... let's see. I mean, I did Omega Ruby like 3 weeks ago. Let's see. X and Y. X and Y. The week of September 8th. When you have a lot of different games to play like I do, usually each game is only going to have 3 or 4 weeks a year. So, yeah. I mean, if you ever become a member or anything, usually if a YouTube member of mine asks, like, hey, can you run this for me? I usually give a higher priority for run requests for members. So, just a little food for thought. Alright, so, yeah, the over-under, 240 to 245. If we take a look at the leaderboard here, Plusle is a time of 234, because I do believe in the end it's going to be slightly worse than Plusle. But we'll see, because, I mean, I do have some more experience than when I did this Plusle run. I think I did the Plusle run like a month and a half ago. Fix the reset counter? Oh, I will. Because here's the thing, whenever I type... Whenever I press R, it does that. I like how it doesn't show the 100. That's funny. Anyway, let's get started. What did I... Oh, my controller fell. Alright, let's get started. 3, 2, 1, go. Also, you notice, we don't start with any attacking moves. When I was setting up this, save file, I had to actually lose the rival fight by spamming Thunder Wave. Got a free potion from a Mart employee. I don't think that's in this game. I think that's only in the Kanto and Hoenn games. I predict a lot of resets and blackouts. Well, probably. Most likely. I don't really know what my plan is to... I'm trying to remember what my plan was. Oh, this is actually good. Oh, wait. Don't do this. When you go back to talk to your mother, she heals your Pokemon. So yeah, do not do PP draining until afterwards. It is in Platinum. He's up in front of you. Oh, I accidentally said no to the nicknaming. Oh well, I guess we're playing with Minun today. Same character, limited speed anyway. Oh, and we will be teaching... Oh, wait a minute. We don't need to struggle train. I forget, we get return. If this was Diamond and Pearl, I would have to struggle train. Because the first TM you get is hidden power. But yeah, return is not going to have that good of power, though. But it's literally our only move. In the grass in the top left. Oh, I guess the reason I never talk to him is because, I try not to go deep into the grass. Alright, so 73 divided by 2.5. See, I know 73 divided by 2, that's like 36. I think divided by 2.5, that's got to be slightly less than 36, so I'm going to estimate like 30 base power, I think. Yeah, return is definitely very weak right now. I do wish these mark guys would give you more potions, though. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and heal at the center before I fight the trainers, because the Starly in the next route's going to be rough. Yeah, I mean, youngster Tristan in general, he's honestly a pretty difficult Route 1 NPC, because not many, like, early game, like, Route 1 trainers. I like to call the early trainers, like, Route 1 trainers. Even though this clearly isn't Route 1. Not many of them have a level 5 Pokemon. Plus, stab quick attack early on is pretty powerful. So I think the first thing I'll do is probably Thunder Wave, and then 1 Growl. Alright, I'm going to use a couple of Growls. You know, it's kind of nice I got that potion, though. I think in the Plusle run, after I defeated this trainer, I think I had to jump over the ledge and heal at the center. Which, I may have to do. I'll just... Oh my god. Just reset. I'm not going to be able to black out from that. Alright, so I am going to have to fight this person again. Normally, I don't like having to accept an early game reset that early, but at the same time, Minun's going to have lots of resets anyway. Not like I'm playing a good Pokemon or anything. Also, Logan, X and Y came out for me, like, let's see, 2013. I was 11, so I was probably just starting middle school, I think. Oh my god. Honestly, I feel like that reset was... Oh my god, how do I keep forgetting to save before Bidoof Girl? Like, seriously, I can't believe I did this twice. This is already not starting off good. Okay, save. Last night in the Discord server, I was trying to do a re-rank of Metagross, and I ended up having to quit the run entirely because I lost to the first Cyrus fight. I reset, but I didn't save, and I went all the way back to Crasher Wake. I'll probably attempt the Metagross re-rank again tonight, but I have to make sure my video's edited for Sunday, because next week is Leaf Green week. I'm really excited for it. I really love Leaf Green version. It's one of my top favorite Pokemon games, and I really want to start doing more runs in it. Okay, I should just stop trying to paralyze it. Oh my god. You know what's ironic? Minun is supposed to be the more defensive one. Also, I am going to choose not to fight those trainers right now. I think I fought them with Plusle, and fighting Bidoof is kind of hard. Plus, I think they're one of the only trainers in the early game that use potions in battle. I think in Diamond and Pearl, they do not use potions in battle. Because in Platinum, the reward you get for beating them is a potion. Also, here's something I learned recently. I never knew this item was here. There's a potion down here. I never ever seen that before. Not even in BDSP or Diamond and Pearl. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and fight these trainers to the north before I fight the rival. Also, I'm pretty sure right now, what does my friendship need to be better than Quick Attack? I believe it has to be 100. Let's see, what's 100 divided by 2.5? I really cannot divide by decimals in my head. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this phone on the calculator. It is 100. Okay. Unpause. My friendship has to be at least 100 before it is better than Quick Attack. Nice crit. Thunderwave. The 2 growls. Okay, I better use some more growls. Don't most Pokemon resist you? I mean, The only Pokemon early game that resist normal moves are all the rock types. I mean, the rival fight here is just hard for both Pokemon. Also, I think what I should do to the Chimchar, I think I should use 6 Growls on it, but dude, that Starly already hit me with 5 Growls. Yeah, I should just spam out all my Growls right away. It'll neutralize the Leers. Okay, that's 6. I don't know why the opponent's stab modifiers don't work on my overlay. And you crit. Oh yeah, this thing needs a lot of level grinding. Dude, I don't understand how Minun's supposed to be more defensive, yet Minun has more resets in the early game. I mean, the resets were mainly because of crits. Oh. Okay, I only got hit with 1 Growl. That's way better than 5. Alright, I'm gonna start off by setting up 6 Growls. Okay, that's 6. Okay, so now Scratch is doing like 5 damage. There we go. It's a shame their starting moveset is so unfortunate, because if you give these things some actual good moves, like Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, Nasty Plot, like, they do really good. Like, Plusle was actually fun to play with once I got to the mid-game, but the early game is just horrifically awful. Oh, interesting. Okay, this is really good. Quick Attack has a higher priority than Bide. So I can actually use Quick Attack to avoid Bide. That's really good. Oh my gosh, I've been hit with 4 Growls. I gotta go heal again. I mean, not really for the HP reasons, it's also for the PowerPoint reasons. You know, theoretically, I found this, I thought of this strat up when I was trying to re-rank Metagross in my Discord server last night. I could actually use the Dusk Ball that you get inside Orberg. I can use that on a Machop, because I always start the game at night. And the Machop are almost a guaranteed catch with a Dusk Ball at night. I could trade it for the Abra, and then Abra has some niche uses. Like, in Metagross, I actually copied some of Alex's strats for Metagross, and he actually caught an Abra so he could get Aerial Ace, then teleport back to Maylene. Plus, he did some extra training that way, too. So, that is one idea I could do. I mean, I'm not going to backtrack for Maylene, but I think if I ever do a run where I need to do more training for Maylene, like get Aerial Ace or something, then I will probably either catch the Abra or catch the Machop. Usually catching the Machop is easier. Oh, hey, Boss KO. Yeah, sorry, I saw your name there. I just, forgot to say hi. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and heal at the center before I fight those trainers. Nope, do not deposit yet. I need to catch the Geodude and the Psyduck first. Also, the one disadvantage with the fact that I catch a Psyduck for Surf and Strength and entering Amity Square, if you choose to catch Abra, your party will actually be too full to accept the Togepi egg. Yeah, Minun and Plusle have the same stats. I really should not have fought this guy. Oh, 100. Oh, I do remember Misty's Psyduck. Yeah, that was one of the funniest creatures. What I never understood is that Misty always had a Starmie, yet in most battles she would choose to use Staryu. Oh, jeez. Yeah, horrible idea to fight that person. Oh, that was kind of lucky. I was really worried about dying. Did you use them in double battles? They're meant to be used in double battles. Like, that's the whole point of their abilities and moveset. Alright, so to get the dust ball, it's up these stairs and you talk to this girl. It is a little out of the way, but I actually really like to use the dust ball to catch Psyduck, because normally the Psyduck is kind of a pain to catch, but it makes the Psyduck an almost guaranteed catch rate. It's like 99.7% or something with a dust ball. So I think it's usually faster than to try and damage it and use like 3 balls and fail. Also, there were a couple of times when I was fighting those Machops, I was so close to wanting to use the Thunder Wave on it, but then I realized it has the Guts ability, which would actually make it stronger, so I backed off on that. On Psyduck, where are you? Alright, I do know there's one more trainer outside here. Also, Return will now do more damage than Quick Attack, so I'm going to need to move that into slot 1. Alright, so now that I have my HM users caught, I am going to need to deposit and train in the grass. We're going to have to train in the grass for quite a while. In fact, our final level for Rourke is going to be level 23. So, yeah, we're going to be here a while. I mean, the EVs we can get here are decent. Like, I mean, I guess the Ponyta gives speed. Not like those are going to be useful. And, Machop give attack. Geodude give defense. I don't know what Kricketot give. I know Zubat gives speed. But fighting the Ponytas will still be good, because Ponyta have very high XP yields despite being a first stage Pokemon. Kind of insane. Okay, I do need to be careful fighting these things. The Chop can actually hurt. I should just keep Quick Attack there. Just has more PP. I know you're not the right person, but what to do if Wi-Fi isn't working on a Chromebook or computer? I feel like you need to ask somebody else for that. Cricketot's defense. Oh, that's interesting. I always imagined it as HP for some reason. I think it's because in Kanto, Weedle, or not, is it Weedle that give? No, it's Caterpie. Caterpie give HP. I guess that was the mix-up. You know what? I better go heal. I wonder if we'll get Pokerus again or a shiny. Do you like the Kanto Elite Four member Bruno? He's the hiker. In all seriousness, though, in Red and Blue, his team is so bad, it's a running meme to not even acknowledge him as an Elite Four member. In Fire Red, he's slightly better. Like, at least we call him by his name, Bruno, in that game. But he's still kind of bad. And in Crystal version, his team is okay. Like, the Machamp can actually be scary. And, who else? Heart Gold Soul Silver is pretty much the best version of Bruno. The round 2 rematch of Bruno and Heart Gold Soul Silver is really, really good. Although his move choices are kind of odd. Like, he likes to use counter sometimes. Like, his Hariyama, Hitmontop, and Lucario all have counter, and he likes to use those turn 1 sometimes, so it's kind of easy to cheese him. His round 2 team in Fire Red and Leaf Green is definitely the best one, because he's got 2 Steelix. Do I like Koga? Uh, Koga is honestly one of the most annoying gym leaders in Fire Red and Leaf Green. It's so annoying, like how he's got smoke screen and poison moves, and most of his team have levitate, so ground moves are pointless, so your only best bet on his team is psychic moves. And if you don't have psychic moves, then most Pokemon are usually going to struggle unless you have a setup move. I mean, special moves can work on him fine, but without setup, almost nothing can one-shot the Muck. Like, you'd be lucky to two-shot it, and that thing's going to set up Minimize. And Acid Armor. In Red and Blue, his team is absolutely pathetic. Just because ground types can hit him. In the Elite Four, the only thing that's really difficult or annoying about Koga is the Fortress. Just because it resists a lot of things, plus if its health gets too low, it can use Explosion. In Heart Gold Soul Silver, his team honestly just sucks, because his Ariados has a really terrible moveset. It's very easy to set up on it. Spark. Nice. Get rid of Thunder Wave. We don't need it anymore. At least we have a better move to use on the Ponytas. And the Machops. I mean, I'm sure you're going to ask me about my opinions on the other Johto Elite Four members. Will is honestly kind of a joke. He's only really bad if he Confuse Rays you, or you're weak to Psychic. Karen, though, is an absolute menace of a person. Like, most Pokemon struggle with her because the Umbreon in Gen 2 likes to use Sand Attack and Confuse Ray, plus Umbreon is really, really defensive. So almost nothing can one-shot it, even with a fighting move. So it makes it kind of difficult to deal with sometimes. But, in Heart Gold Soul Silver, I honestly think in Heart Gold Soul Silver, her team is kind of worse. Because the Umbreon, instead of Sand Attack, has Double Team. And she normally likes to use that move instead of something like Confuse Ray. So it honestly makes it sort of easier, but she is still kind of tricky. I mean, Will in Heart Gold Soul Silver is at least tougher. But still. Once I tried to catch Abra, but it teleported away. Well, that's just how the game works. In this game, though, in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum BDSP, if you want an Abra, catch a Machop in that grass. There's a girl in the same building I got the Dust Ball from who will trade you an Abra for a Machop. So if you want one, there you go. Plus, it's a trade poke. It's a Pokemon you get from a trade, so traded Pokemon actually get a 50% experience boost. But don't let it get too high of a level, though, because it will disobey you. Earthquake damage them when they use Dig. That is true, and Magnitude does the same thing. And people don't know this, but Surf actually does double damage to Pokemon using Dive. The only times I ever get to take advantage of that are in Fire Red and Leaf Green, because Lorelei's Cloyster has a very rare chance of using Dive. It usually doesn't like attacking. It usually likes to spam Protect. Spikes. But here's the interesting fact. Bulldoze and Earth Power do not hit Pokemon underground. A little weird. You would think they would. But yeah, Magnitude can hit things underground too. And I believe Twister and Thunder can hit Pokemon flying in the air with no accuracy checks. And I think Twister's double the power if the opponent is flying. Yep. We're going to be here a while. And even then, once we defeat Rourke, before we do Gardenia, we're going to make sure we're level 30 for Gardenia to make sure we get Swift. Yeah, we get Swift at level 29. And at level 21, or at level 17, we're going to get Encore, which is going to be a really good move to deal with Rourke. You may think, well, with Encore, you should be able to win now. It really is not enough, just because we're going to be dealing far too little damage. And we're not going to have enough HP. I'm at the point, though, where I could potentially consider blackout training on Rourke. I'm going to at least go fight his gym trainers now. Happy Friday. Well, happy Friday to you too. Dang, that thing used 4 defense curls. Alright, I think it's fully... Yep, it's fully set up. Oh my god, dude. I fully healed, and I actually ran out of returns. Yeah, that should be a sign why I can't do Rourke. I can't even beat the first trainer. Like, that's awful. I was hoping to at least beat the trainers, but I literally can't even beat the trainers. Do you think Gary is Ash's best rival? He's the most classic, for sure. Honestly, probably yes. On the bright side, we're getting tons of Ponytas. Is there anything else on my mind right now? Just trying to think of ways to pass the time. I know Steve usually always has fun things to talk about whenever he does red and blue runs and he has to train in the forest. But then again, Steve always like talks about sports and I don't know, it's really hard for me to think of something. I really don't know. Wonder what the base power is for return now. Alright, 129 divided by 2.5. 51 power. I'm gonna encore that into using Growl, just so I can defeat it without losing my PP. Yeah, we're definitely getting really lucky on the Ponyta spawns. I'll probably wait till I'm level 20 to reattempt the gym trainers. We talk. I would avoid that topic, honestly. Just the most controversial topics, no. Like religion, politics, stuff like that. Those are like the two big no-nos for chat, because no matter what the views are, it's going to cause arguments, and I'd rather not deal with it. But like anything else, though, is fair game. Like, I'm trying to... Well, I know tomorrow we're going to be doing the random Pokemon in Platinum. I'm hoping next week, though, Steve will have his setup all finished in his house, his new house. We can do the backports again. But, oh, here's another thing. In a week or so, Zealous Pawn and I are actually going to be racing each other in a yellow version with a Pokemon neither of us have played. He's honestly going to absolutely destroy me, but it'll be a for fun race. And he agreed to play by my rule set. He is not going to be allowed to turn off Mount Moon encounters. Like, he's going to play with the wild encounters as the game should naturally be played. But other than that, like, we pretty much have the exact same rules with our yellow runs. Yeah, I'm still going to need to figure out when to put that in the schedule, because I know next week, Elite4, Alex, and I need to do that Pokemon Pearl race with Toxicroak. We were supposed to do it yesterday, but we had to cancel because he was having really bad internet problems, and we really couldn't do the stream. One day you're going to visit Rome. That sounds like fun. I mean, do you live in Europe, or is that like an overseas place, like you're from the US? I mean, if I had to assume... I'm assuming you're from the US. That's just my guess. I mean, I could be wrong. I know I have a decent bit of viewers from Europe. I know Ike the Killer is from Europe. I think he lives in Spain. And I know our overlay editor lives in, I think it's either Germany or Austria. Might be Germany. You know what? I'll give this guy another try. Oh, you live in California. Oh, so, that means we're in the same time zone then. I believe Axew also lives down there, I think. I don't know if he's ever told me or not, but I know we live in the same time zone. And again, I'm not 100% sure. Alright, so at least we defeated the Geodude trainer. Let's fight Darius. Oh, Tackle. Alright, I'm gonna encore it into using Tackle, so it can't use Defense Curl. Encore that. And I'm looking at the text right now. I need to keep an eye out for when the Encore wears out. Because when the Encore wears out, if you outspeed the opponent, you can actually immediately reuse it. Alright, so I'm going to attempt Blackout training on Rourke. I mean, honestly, I think the minimum level we'll need is 21 for Charm. But let's try this out, though. Alright, I'm going to use a Growl. I probably should have used a turn 1 growl. And it crit. Okay, that was kind of my fault. I think I should have led with some growls. But what really irritates me is that I pretty much never see... Wait a minute. I have a theory. I think maybe the reason Rourke pretty much never goes for Stealth Rock, I think he knows I only have one Pokemon. So he never goes for it. So I'm going to bring in a second Pokemon. I'm going to see how this looks. Interesting. It still doesn't care. Oh, Stealth Rock, finally. I mean, I'm not going to be able to do that anymore because the Onix won't use it. Growl, Rock Throw, Growl. Use Screech. Come on. I mean, the Starly can be knocked out pretty quick. Also, I just realized I should really spend my money before I continue doing this. I mean, I understand that this is a solo run, and some of you may wonder, like, if it's technically allowed to bring in a second Pokemon to mess with the AI. Honestly, I kind of view it as fair game. I just view this as exploiting the AI. Like, I know with, like, Morty, for example, in Crystal and in Heart Gold Soul Silver, if you have multiple Pokemon in your party, he tends to go going for Mean Look. But if you go in with no Pokemon, he will never use Mean Look. It technically makes him harder. I don't think having an HM user to influence the AI is banned. That's honestly an interesting strat. Oh, jeez, it's only doing, like, 1 damage. Oh my god, it actually ran out of rock throws. Oh god. Honestly, the fact I couldn't even predict that, honestly, there's a chance he might kill himself with Struggle. No, he won't. Screech has a ton of PP. Hey, yeah, noted. Do not do this. Honestly, I think the fact that I spammed Roar on the... Or not Roar. The fact that I used Growl on the Onix to make it use less move... Make it do less damage, honestly made the Blackout even worse. Oh, I got Struggle first. Oh god, this is even worse. Hello, Keegan. I mean, Keegan, I don't think it's private information to share where your friends are from. It's programmed to discourage Stealth Rock if you only have one Pokemon left. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I don't think having HM users in your party to influence the trainer's AI is cheating. I think it's just a really funny strat. Plus, there's very few spots it even works anyway. I mean, technically, throughout your whole journey, your HM users are always with you. There might be somebody with the move Roar, and then they'll know you have multiple Pokemon, and they'll roar you out. But yeah, definitely your family seems to be all over the place. Yeah, I really thought the Blackout training would go better, but it really did not. I don't know, honestly, I really don't think 21 to 23 is going to make a huge difference because I literally have Charm already. I really want to go back to the Blackout training. Honestly, I think on the Onyx, I am not going to use Growl on the Onyx. Just in case if I have to do the Blackout, it's literally going to take forever to knock me out. Screech. Honestly, I wonder if the opponent's trapped in Encore, can they still heal? On, I'm so close. Oh, the Encore ended. Oh, well. No. No. That was my last return. I have Spark for the Cranidos. I was so close. And then my plan was for the Cranidos to use a turn one charm to help offset the leader. Also, a little fun fact, if you keep up the Encore chain enough, they will end up using Struggle. Honestly, I'm gonna Encore it into using Rock Throw, and it does like 3 damage. I'm not gonna... That thing just crit. I'm out of returns. Oh my god, dude. He seriously ran out of Rock Throws again? I don't know why I keep thinking this is gonna work. It really does not. But then again, at the much lower level... Like, if I can get to a higher level... Like, I think if I just get to 23, then it'd be more likely that I can knock out the, Onyx. Well, I mean, here's the other, like, kind of ironic thing. Your Pokemon gain 2 friendship points just for attempting the gym leader, and you lose 1 whenever you faint. So I'm overall net gaining friendship by doing this. Turn. Encore. Alright, I only have 10 returns left. And it's out again. Dude, why do I keep trying this? Seriously, why do I keep trying this? I think I'm artificially making mine disconnected. Yeah, for some reason, OBS disconnected me. Okay, this sucks. Yeah, my Rourke split is definitely way worse than Plusle's. But like, here's the other thing, like, I mean, you saw, like, how much HP that Onyx had left, right? It had so much HP left. Like, even if I was 23, I don't think that would have made a difference. Like, I think even if I get to 23, it's still going to be bad. Actually, I think Axu has ranges. A 60 base power return versus Geodude, possible 5 hit. On the Onyx, possible 7 hit. Minun weak to rock? It is not. The main problem is just I keep running out of return PP. Here's the thing, like, if I still had Quick Attack, then I would be having the PP problems. But then again, I need both Encore and Charm, and Spark, so it's literally impossible to have both. I mean, on the bright side, doing those blackouts gave me more friendship. Yeah, honestly, either way, I don't really care that those blackouts honestly just costed me so much time, just because it's really, really hard for the Onyx to kill me right away because of how bad it is. The fact that Rock Throw only has 15 PP. Even if I get to level 23, this fight is still going to be bad. But on the bright side, once I get to the Cranidos, Spark is going to do like 3/4 of its health. Yeah, I did mention this in the Plusle video. If this was Diamond and Pearl, I would have access to Hidden Power Ice for Rourke and Gardenia. Plusle and Minun would be doing a lot better at this point, but it would have the disadvantage of not being a higher level, because I wouldn't have had to do all this Rourke training. But then again, the trainers later in the game have much better XP. But yeah, honestly, the fact that Minun's going to have 40 base attack instead of 50 like Plusle did, that will actually make a huge difference in the Rourke fight. So even at the level 23, the fight's still going to be horrifically bad. But once I get to 23, I am not going to do blackout training, because obviously blackout training on Rourke was a huge mistake. But still, I think in the end, it's not really going to matter. I think each of those blackouts costed me, like, I think, like, once the Onyx quit attacking me, it took, like, 45 seconds for me to actually lose. And in that time, I would have fought, like, 7 or 8 wild Pokemon. I probably would have been 23, like, quite a little bit ago. But still, it's still going to rely on a bunch of luck. Wonder... I'm going to try some. I'm pretty sure when you trade the Machop for the Abra, I'm pretty sure it's holding an Oranberry. No, I think it's in this building. Yeah, I'm not going to use this for teleport. Yeah, it does have an Oranberry. Alright, we're level 23, so now I'm going to be saving and resetting on Rourke. But still, the Oran Berry would not have helped in those earlier attempts. Just because Returned is just doing far too little damage, and I keep running out of power points. I think if Return had like 30 power points, which would definitely be broken, or if there was access to a PP up or a Lepa Berry. Lepa Berry would actually be a good held item for this fight, for this thing. I do have an interesting theory. I wonder if it would be better to Encore the Geodude into using, I wonder if it'd be better to Encore it into using Tackle instead. So that way the Onix would be the one using Stealth Rock. Honestly, I don't really... Actually, I think it would matter, because that would mean he would either... That means he couldn't use Rock Throw or Screech, potentially. I mean, I don't really have a choice, though, if that's what it goes for turn 1, obviously. I mean, at least I have 12 returns for the Onix. Okay, that was my last Encore. That was literally cutting it to the wire. Yeah, 23 was like barely cutting it to the wire. I think I could have done it at like level 21 if I had gotten like a couple of crits on the Geodude and the Onix. But at least we're finally done with that. I mean, I definitely really screwed Minun's time here, but then again, Minun's not a good Pokemon. I don't really care about blowing times with bad Pokemon as much as good Pokemon. It's why, like I said, mentioned that I was trying to re-rank Metagross, because I know Metagross is a good Pokemon. It did not deserve that horrible time that I ended up getting with it just because of all the bad luck. Bustle and Minun, though, do not deserve, like, good times. Like, the times I got, I am going to get for them. That's what they're going to get. But hey, at least we're finally done with this section. I'm still going to do a bunch of the trainers, though, because we do need to be level 30 for Gardenia. Mainly because we need Swift, because on Gardenia, once the Turtwig uses Reflect, we're going to Encore it into using Reflect, so it's always going to refresh. And we really do not want to be using a physical move on it. I mean, technically we get Encore, we technically get Swift at level 29, but it's better to get the damage rounding. Made it to the stream. Game Dev, you literally missed the 50 minutes of the first gym split. You missed all the fun action of grinding on wild Geodudes and Ponytas, and attempting to do blackout training on Rourke, but his Onix is just so weak it would run out of moves, and I would have to kill myself with struggle. And the worst part, I did it an additional 3 times. I mean, I did say earlier, like before you showed up, I definitely really bloated this thing's time hard by attempting to blackout train on Rourke when I knew it wasn't going to work. But then again, Minun's a bad Pokemon. This thing's going to get what time it gets. I mean, when I did say it was going to have an easier Rourke, it honestly not really didn't. Like, the times were honestly kind of the fight difficulty was kind of the same, because I really never used Charm on Rourke at all for Minun. It was basically just pure Encore and Return. You're not going to do a second run? I was never doing a second run with this. I don't do second runs to extremely bad Pokemon. That's like asking if I would do 2 runs with Zubat in Red and Blue. No. I refuse. I'll attempt to plan the run out first. Like, I always. Like, the run will be planned out first. I'm not going to do it to where I blindly go into it with no research beforehand and just an image of the level up moveset to my left. That's not how I like to play the runs. That's why for like the backport, not the backport, the random Pokemon streams, that's why for those, usually whenever the Pokemon gets decided, we always end up spending 25 to 30 minutes just planning the run. I mean, I get it can be a boring part of the stream, but it honestly could be interesting to some people, too. It's not like how Scott does it, to where he'll do the first run, and then halfway through, he'll do some optimizations for a half hour. I do all my planning at the start. I just say screw it and do it blind. I just don't like playing runs like that. I mean, we do the backports like that, but that's kind of different. It's more like a casual race between friends. That's kind of how we do the backport streams. I mean, yeah, the backport streams are pretty much done blind. I don't even look at the moveset. Well, that's a you problem. You're on vacation right now. Nice. Hope you're having fun. I wish I can go on vacation. I mean, I'll have one coming in September. I always take a vacation for my job on the week of my birthday. I've been doing it the last couple of years. I have no plans. Who knows? I might do daily streams that day. We'll see. I mean, that's all the way in September, though, so we'll have to wait. I like the surprise of screwing myself. I do not. Like, in these newer games, you kind of have to plan things out, because I would not like it if I showed up to the league and realized, oh man, this one move would have been so useful, but I'm all out of heart scales and I can't relearn it. No, I do not like playing runs like that. I'm not gonna, like, have someone else play it for me, or, like, I will play certain sections of it. It's all theory crafting. Like, in Crystal version, like, let's say we do random stream in Crystal. I get a random Pokemon. Let's say the random Pokemon is, like, Togetic, for example. We'll basically just route backwards. We're gonna start at the red fight, see what the speed stats are, what kind of moveset we'll need, what order will he send out his Pokemon in, because that actually does matter. And then once we figure out a good level, we'll work backwards from there. Basically, when I go into my first playthrough, I kind of want to know what to expect. Like, for example, if I was doing this casually, I probably would have deleted Encore right away for, like, I don't know, some sort of other TM. Oh, the timer's a little glitched out. Hold on. I know why that happened. Part of the live split timer was slightly off the monitor. Also, I've always wondered for training for before Gardenia, I've always wondered if it was faster to train in the grass to the east of Eterna, where the XP yields are better, or train in the forest, where the XP yields are worse, but you get constantly healed. How's the run going? Terrible. Plusle and Minun are not good Pokemon. And the reason why Unova doesn't because it already has a sequel. I mean, that's an argument, but I would argue a remake is needed because the Unova games are like at least 14 years old. I mean, there's a lot of younger people who don't know what Gen 5 even is. Like, for example, I know my nephew, like, I think his first Pokemon game was Sword or Shield. There's a lot of, like, older kind of Pokemon. He has no idea what they even are. Like, if I showed him a Cyndaquil, he would have no idea what it is. I mean, Steve always has a running joke where Gen 5 doesn't exist because when he was replaying a lot of the generations he skipped, he went from 4 straight to 6. So he always says Gen 5 doesn't exist, but he says if this supposed Gen 5 game gets a remake, I'll acknowledge it exists. Let's spore it. Give Gen 7 a game that explains how the Island Trials originated. That'd be a fun Legends game. Like, a Legends Alola game would actually be really good. Honestly, I probably don't need to be level 30 for Gardenia. I at least just want Swift. But I should try and be 28 before I even enter that gym. Alright, I know this is the 6th Magikarp guy, but I literally need just a little bit more XP. Are these Magikarps even gonna get me to level 28? Okay, it did. Also, fun fact, there are people who think Magikarp give the lowest amount of XP. But it actually isn't. Up until Gen 7, the Pokemon that had the lowest XP yield was actually Sunkern. Would Versus Seeker help? Unfortunately, Versus Seeker is after the 2nd gym. Honestly, the only use Versus Seeker even has in the Sinnoh games is just grinding for money. That's basically the only use it has, but it's definitely more useful than in Fire Red. Honestly, I think any region could deserve a Legends game. I mean, Magikarp itself doesn't give a lot of XP, but Gyarados certainly does. I really wish this game had a trainer that had like 5 Gyarados or something. I mean, even in Omega Ruby, where they nerfed his team, he at least had 3 Gyarados instead of like 5. 28. I'm not gonna have Swift for the Turtwig. I don't think it's going to be too... I should at least heal first. Are Megas back in the new game? Legends EA will have Megas. In fact, from what I've heard, I don't really like looking into leaks because a lot of them turn out to be fake. But I think it's essentially guaranteed they will introduce new Mega Evolutions. I mean, I'm pretty sure the final stage starters will either have a Kalosian form, or whatever the new Kalos region's called. Either that, or they'll have Megas. What do I need to get rid of Swift for? Charm. Mega Embor? I wish. Yeah, I'm 100% picking Tepig. I just think Tepig is a really overhated starter. People just hate him just because he's the third firefighting type. Like, that's not his fault. See that? Encore literally prevented me from taking any damage. I've never played with Mega Beedrill. Embor's moveset is trash? Oh, 100% disagree. Embor has a great moveset. It can learn Head Smash, Hammer Arm, Flame Charge, Arm Thrust. It gets really good options. Better than Superior's moveset. Half of Superior's moveset is horrible normal type moves, a lot of unnecessary setup moves, and at the very end of it, like Leaf Storm. But if you don't have the hidden ability, the move is garbage. Oh yeah, Embor gets Scald too, good point. I mean, I've learned this from competitive, or from the World Tournament streams I've been doing. Scald tends to be one of the best water-type moves to use just because of the burn chance. It really screws physical attackers. I am amazed I did not miss a single move. You know what's interesting, though? Plusle still had 17 resets. Theoretically, if the Rourke resets were my only resets, this could still be Plusle. But we all know that's not going to happen. Alright, I need to go get Substitute and the Rare Candy. Oh my gosh, I saw the ghost. I don't think the ghost is a random chance. I'm pretty sure the ghost is dependent on time of day. You know, just for fun, let's see if we find the other one. Oh, there's the other ghost. Oh, and she's gone. Alright, go ahead and take this egg. Oh, right. Can't believe I forgot this guy. I'm gonna go get the rare candy here. Wait, do I have escape ropes? I do not. Oh well. I need the rare candy. Hey, Cricketune. That's some hopefully good XP. Not bad. I'm gonna save here. If I end up seeing this hiker, I might reset. Alright, so the plan for Fantina is we need to teach Grass Knot and Substitute over Encore and Swift. And we basically just substitute and spam Spark. And when I beat Fantina, I'll need to buy Super Repels. One thing I don't like, though, is how Gen 4 and Gen 5, it takes a really long time to save. Honestly, choosing to save before somewhat easy fights can actually lose you time. Wait a minute, use Spark. Encore be a good strat against Fantina? It actually could be, because... Uh-oh. No. No. Stop it. I couldn't even move. Come on. Oh my god. Dude, that completely sucks. I'm gonna get warped all the way back to Eterna. Fuck you, stupid trainer. Alright, now I'm gonna have to buy repels early. Dude, that was so stupid. Like, that fight would have been easy. Okay, I went right a little too early. How's the run going? John, do you even have to ask? This is a freaking Minun we're dealing with. Oh my god. Plus, I just took a heavy blackout all the way back to Eterna, and I never even made it to Hearthome. Now I have to go through this stuff again. I mean, I knew that Minun was going to be worse than Plusle because of the stat distribution, but both of these Pokemon just flat out suck. Oh my god. Okay, thank god you used block. Hey John, if you're not busy, do you think you could look back at my Plusle video? Can you tell me, like, what the time was when I beat Fantina? We don't need Thief. Fantina's not gonna be too bad. And when you asked earlier about, Encore being useful for Fantina, it actually will be, because behind the substitute, if she uses Will-O-Wisp or Confuse Ray, I can Encore it and she would never deal damage. Honestly, Encore in this game is kind of a broken move. I think if Encore was one of those universal TMs that everything gets, it would honestly just be a default strat for a lot of gym leaders. Soon? Well, it's just looking at the video, but I understand. You're probably busy. I mean, not busy enough to chat in the stream. Alright, teach Grass Snot in the place of, Swift. That's my first special move that wasn't Swift. So long on... Wait. Oh. Well, I guess we're not using Encore. Okay, that was kind of a bad idea. It said in the notes, get rid of Encore and Swift. I honestly should have kept Swift. Oh well. I mean, Plusle didn't need it. I mean, yeah, Plusle didn't need it. I don't think Minun will. Star. Oh, you're driving. Hey, no chatting while driving. Don't be stupid, John. Come on. Ah, darn. $112. Yep, we're doing like 7 minutes worse. Not as worse as I thought, though. Hey, I still have the sub up. Oh, you've got to be kidding. Dude, no, 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 no. Oh, man, let's go. Finally, we get some good luck for a change. What were my resets and blackouts like? I mean, I'm assuming you're driving, so you can't check again. Would fighting the gym trainers have helped? Probably not, honestly. Well, maybe getting to level 33. I think if I was level 33 over damage rounding, then the Miss Magius would have been easy. But other than that, no. Oh, I gotta be careful. Those joggers want a battle in the morning. Well, I guess for this run, 8 and resets are 6, better than Plusle. So Plusle actually had more resets and blackouts, and I'm still doing worse? Interesting. Would someone like to be my volunteer, like, whenever I ask for it, can you check the Plusle video and see what my time was? I'm thinking of, when I'm about to go fight Maylene, I would like to know what time I was when I beat Maylene, but I don't want to know now. Because it might mentally rush me. So you think maybe, like, or I guess Dominic, if you want to do it, just whenever I get to... I escape. Whenever I get to Maylene's gym, could you look up, like, what the time was when I beat her? These Pika clones suck? They do. Most of the Pika clones generally suck, although I think Emolga's definitely good. Alright, so what's the plan for Maylene? So basically, I need to pick up most of the high money items and go buy some vitamins before challenging Maylene, plus I also need to purchase Thunder. I know Shockwave's also here too, but I'm not going to get it till later because I don't have my HM users on me. Would Pachirisu have been better? Honestly, probably not. I wonder if... Oh, it got an Omni boost. Interesting. Substitute does not block Aftermath. Honestly, since I caught the Abra, I'm actually considering just doing the training all the way to Pastoria and just teleporting back. think I will. Plus, it'll get me more training. Plus more money. Also, something really funny that happened during the meta grocery rank in my Discord. I was the exact same level as the Carlos's Golding right here, and it actually hit me with Hornbill. Yeah, my nose is itchy. No drink or snack. I have a drink. It's zero sugar blue Powerade. I've been cutting back on the snacking quite a lot, trying to eat healthier with a lot of those really bad sugary foods. In fact, for soda, for the last 7 days, I'm actually proud of myself for this. I've stuck to only 1 can a day. When I used to drink like 3, 4 on a weekend. I think a lot of the sugary stuff has been contributing to my recent weight gain. I've been trying to cut it out mostly. I'm still having the 1 can of soda a day though. Other than that, I'm having some zero sugar Powerade or water. Plus, for the last week, I actually have not eaten cereal in the morning because that stuff's got a lot of sugar in it. Unless you go like those like generic cornflakes or like Chex, I might actually do. I've been having like there was this one day I just cooked myself some eggs. There was another day I just had like this morning I had some English muffins toasted and I put some raspberry preserves on it. And I even air fried up some Pillsbury croissant rolls. I just had a small can of it and I just needed to use it. Dude, the buttery rolls are so good. I mean, my diet today has been mostly bread. I mean, not the best, but that, you gotta admit that's better than junk food. I mean, I did lose a few pounds at first, but I ended up gaining it all back in 1 day. On the day I had to go to town to get my phone replaced. I stopped at a fast food place on the way home. I was hungry, and it was like 7 p.m., so it was late. Yeah, that definitely didn't help, but I don't go out of town that often, so it definitely won't happen again. At least in the short term. Hey! Uh... I don't need substitute anymore. Get rid of it. I'm just going ahead and getting the rare candy. You know what's really funny? This same thing happened during the Meta Grocery rank. This guy will hit me with swagger and then use roar on me because I have too much setup. Really funny. This. Oh, toxic. Yeah, that was definitely useful for Abra. Alright, now to go do our vitamin buy. Our vitamin of the day is just going to be calcium and iron. Alright, so we need 5 calcium. Wait. Yeah, 5 calcium. Okay, I'm like 200 bucks away from another one. I'm just gonna sell these antidotes. Look at that, $1. $1. Definitely one of the tightest shopping trips I've had in a while. Look at that, 97 defense EVs. That is literally from training on Wild Geodude for Rourke. Also, I don't really like to know right now what time Plusle was when I beat Fantina, because Plusle, I did not do that training before Maylene. I still think Plusle did the training anyway, so, I guess knowing my time, for what time it was when I beat Wake would be good. Also, when I was rewatching, Elite Four Alex's, Metagross run when he and I raced each other with it, I actually saw him do a pretty interesting trick in this gym. Just, it's a neat little time save. I'm gonna show it off. I mean, I know I have 8 blackouts and 6 resets. I know that. Alright, so check out this time save Alex does. Normally, I would keep pushing that, but you can actually just loop around and do this. That is actually faster because having to push that punching bag a second time is a very long animation because the bag goes so far. I think doing that saves you like a couple seconds. Oh, serious? Oh my. I just missed 2 thunders. Great start. Yeah, understandable. See, that's the difference with Minun's lower special attack. Plusle would have one-shot that Lucario. 134 at Wake. Okay, so we're not really that far behind, because as soon as we beat Maylene here, we have to defeat those Galactic Grunts, and as soon as we get Fly, we can immediately just fly to Pastoria and go fight Wake. I mean, last time I checked in, we were like 7 minutes behind. I already got it, Dominic. But thanks, though. Also, here's a neat, weird little interaction. See, the Clefairy used gravity. I did not know this. When gravity is in effect, all moves' accuracies go up by 30%. I think Thunder now is, what's 70% boosted by 30%? I don't even know what a third of 70% is supposed to be. It's basically 70% increased by 30%. Alright, now I can go take on... I'm gonna go heal at the center and go take on the rival now. Alright, 0.7 times 0.3 is 0.21, so add that. So Thunder becomes 91% accurate, which is nice. Also, if you're wondering why this Pokemon needs Grass Knot, it's basically for the ground types. I cannot believe how many Thunders I missed there. When you ending stream? Jeez, I didn't realize you hated my stream so much you want it to end. Well, that's a you problem, because I know people like my streams. That's just a you thing. Oh my god. I just missed 3 Thunders on the Monferno. 3. That's insane. I mean, there's always a rule with Thunder. Whenever it misses, it always misses 3 times in a row. That's just how it works. Hey, Deadpool guy. I like your streams. Myself, they're entertaining. Yeah, I have a lot of people tell me that they're entertaining and relaxing streams. I also try to be well-informed during the runs, too. Like, whenever I think of random little trivia pieces about, like, either the Pokemon I'm playing or the area I'm in, I try to point it out. Also, things are going to start going better quite soon, because at level 51, we'll get access to our best move, Nasty Plot. Thunder has the same accuracy as Focus Miss. True. That is true. Oh. Yeah, Wake is basically going to be a one-shot sweep. The Gyarados, Thunder, Quagsire, Grass Knot, Floatzel, Thunder. The reason I have to use Thunder and not Spark is because Thunder uses my special attack, and Spark is physical, plus Gyarados has Intimidate. Hey John, welcome back. How was your trip? 134 awake, so I'm definitely behind Plusle by like 6 minutes. Really? I do not want to learn Baton Pass. Also, as soon as we get to Celestic Town, we're going to be getting the choice specs. You may be wondering, why are you getting the choice specs? Because we have Nasty Plot. There are a couple of fights where we're actually going to prefer choice specs, because choice specs, even though it will lock us into one move, is essentially +1 to our special attack. Like, for example, we're going to be using it on Candace and for the final Cyrus fight. Because we don't really need to set up for the fight. Choice specs will be enough. Also, I'm still holding on to the amulet coin right now, just because there's really not a better held item to equip right now. I mean, I guess technically I could do another vitamin trip, but this thing doesn't really need another vitamin trip. I'll probably just oh, actually, there is going to be a use for the money. I need to buy a what's it called? A wide lens. A wide lens will boost the accuracy of all my moves by 10%. Because when I get Charge Beam, it'll turn it from a 90% accurate move to a 99% accurate move. And Wide Lens is a pretty good item if you have to rely on that move. Whoa, that was close. Plus, on the bright side, as soon as I get access to Surf, I'm going to be getting Thunderbolt. Is Thunder better than Charge Beam? Absolutely not. Charge Beam, while it is weaker, it gives us a 70% chance to boost our special attack. I mean, yes, obviously with Nasty Plot, you may wonder why that's preferable. Actually, hold up, I'm not even using Charge Beam. I get Thunderbolt. Yeah, never mind. I think I was mixing up Illumise and Minun strats. But no, we're going to be getting rid of Thunder for Thunderbolt. We're keeping Grass Knot. And, I don't think we're keeping Return. Yeah, I was just mixing up the runs. This thing is not using Charge Beam. Honestly, I don't even think I need the Wide Lens either. Because, we'll be getting Thunder in the place of Thunderbolt. We'll get rid of Spark for Nasty Plot. And then, Return, we're getting rid of it for Hidden Power Ice. But I will need to get it very soon. I like how if you tell Cyrus no, he just shoves you out of the way. I've never said no to him before. I did not know he does that. That's hilarious. Hey, GZ, how you doing? How have your PSP runs been doing? Okay, yeah, so, there is something I need to get, though. I need to go buy Hidden Power Ice and another copy of Substitute. But the problem is, it's gonna be $160,000. But that's fine, though. I'll have, what do you call it? Amulet Coin, plus Versus Seeker. Going well, moved on to my last side project for a while. Oh, nice. Sounds like fun. Yep, money grinding. Hey, Cook, is this a common run, or is there something unique about Minun? Minun is pretty much identical to Plusle. If you're wondering, like, what makes them good in comparison to other electric types, not really much of anything. I mean, surprisingly, Plusle and Minun have pretty decent special attack stats. I mean, Plusle has 10 more special attack than Minun does, and their speed they're surprisingly fast. I mean, the one thing I've never had to struggle with in this run so far was basically speed. I more mean why Minun. Oh, it's because, hold on 1 minute. Dude, that is... I thought that was the Versus Seeker. Here it is. It's because on, Sunday for my weekly video, I did Plusle. I just decided Plusle and Minun would be the main platinum runs for the week. I don't know why I decided to. I guess I just wanted to know how well they would do. Nice, both of them. Never mind, just saw your channel, lol, awesome. Yeah, so just Plusle and Minun are the main runs for the week. But if you look at my live tab and saw that I did Victory Bell and Illumise, that's because 2 to 3 times a week I do random solo runs where I have a random Pokemon generator give me the Pokemon that I have to play with. And I have to plan it and play it. And they are a lot of fun, actually. Victory Bell was actually really, really good. Illumise was absolutely terrible. What's the hardest solo run I've ever done? Hardest? That would probably be... Probably Fire Red and Leaf Green with Shedinja or Wobbuffet. I did both of those runs. It was a long time, though. I can't remember which one felt worse. Honestly, I think the Shedinja run felt worse, because Wobbuffet, all it needed to do was just get Struggle and just keep its health high. Plus, once you get the leftovers, the thing basically becomes unkillable. But, Shedinja in Fire Red and Leaf Green, I had to grind to level 25 for Brock to get Spite. And the main way to beat Brock is you have to Spite his Rock Tomb PP just completely out. So he essentially has to miss twice. And what sucks about grinding Shedinja to level 25, it's in an experience growth rate called the erratic growth rate. Technically, on paper, it may look the best because it needs the least amount of experience to get to level 100. But in the early stages of the game, it levels up slow. Really, really, really slow. I remember, like, going from, like, 14 to 15 took, like, 2,000 XP. And in Viridian Forest, when, like, everything gives, like, maybe 40 to 50 at best, doing that grinding literally took me 2 hours. Like, I would not recommend doing that. So honestly, I would probably say Fire and Leaf Green with Shedinja. I mean, I did play it Smeargle in that game a long time ago, but it honestly wasn't hard. It was more like a puzzle. Eevee and Blue? I have never played Eevee and Blue. Maybe I did as a randomizer one time, but I've never done a vanilla solo run with it. Oh, I don't need more money. I already got the 160,000. What am I doing? Oh, right, coins. Alright, so I need to spend... Let's see. Substitute costs 2,000 coins, but Hidden Power costs 6,000, so I need 8,000 coins. I mean, Plusle also needed to get Hidden Power. There we go. Alright, TM90. And TM10. Alright, Hidden Power in the place of return. We don't need it anymore. And then Spark is going to get deleted for Nasty Plot. Which, oh. Do not forget the rare candy. Good luck getting past Agatha. For Eevee, in Red and Blue, you basically have to use Mimic Nightshade. It's the only way to beat Agatha. It's horrible. Candy. Oh, I also need to go get Thunderbolt. And then there's another rare candy I can get. Did I use a repel? I think I did. Yeah, I definitely did. Alright, so now I'm going to be doing a similar strat that Plusle did. I will actually be using candies to get to 51. Pokemon Prime Purple Edition's been my obsession lately. Is that some new ROM hack? I've never heard of that. The only ROM hacks I ever keep hearing about are the ones made by Smith Plays. Also, fun fact, in my red version Tauros solo run, I actually got a comment from him. Like, that video actually got a comment from him. It was quite nice. Quite nice when a channel with a huge following comments. The really obscure one? Ah. Alright, Thunderbolt in the place of Thunder. And, alright, and Candy to 51. Each, Nasty Plot over Spark. Do I have 6 PP-ups? Yeah, I do. Okay, I need to use 3 of them on Thunderbolt and the other 3 on Grass Knot. I'm not going to use any on Hidden Power because Thunderbolt and Grass Knot are essentially my main moves. Have I seen American Dragon? I have not. Worse than Pokemon Tower with... Yeah. Eevee has to use Bide on the gas leaves. It is horrible. Okay, so now, with this moveset, Minun is actually going to play good. Would be funny to see you play. I don't really generally play ROM hacks. I did try a Conquest ROM hack called Twin Dragons, I think it was called. But I only did one stream of it and I quit. Myth Plays is great to watch. Yeah, the ROM hacks are sort of interesting. There's some changes he made to some of the games that I really do not like. Yeah, Jeezy, that was sort of the main reason I quit doing the like casual streams, because people generally did not like watching them. Like I would basically get like no viewers unless it was like a casual, like whenever I did like I remember whenever I did like the Pokemon Stadium Gym Leader Castle speedruns, those would get a lot of views because it was a Pokemon game. I still do want to do like the speedrun streams again, but I just need to like find the time to do it. Same thing with like the randomizers. But I'm at the same time I'm giving the people what they want. I don't know how you have all the time. Like marriage requires commitment. That is true. If I had any sort of marriage with speedrunning, I would have been divorced 12,000 times. But it's more like it's more like a for fun speedrunning thing. Like, I'm not trying to grind for world record. I mean, the last category I was seriously trying to speedrun was it? I think it was Blast Score all medals, all platinum medals, which is like a 2-hour speedrun, and it's very, very hard. But I did end up getting record in the Switch leaderboard. And besides, the solo runs are sort of like speedruns. I know they're not technically speedruns, but sort of feels like it. The Pokemon's being compared to other Pokemon instead of being compared to other people. I mean, whenever I try to think of like optimal time saves for runs, it's usually in the context of these solo runs, for example. Like, there are ways you can treat them like solo runs, even like speed runs, even though they technically aren't. But I mean, these runs technically don't go on leaderboards. I mean, they are right, but like, it's basically saying speedrunning is I don't really view it as boring. It has to be a game you really enjoy, though. Like, casually. Like, a game you've enjoyed casually. Hear a lot of big names just outright saying world record attempts is considered boring. That is true, yeah. I've noticed whenever you try to grind for the record, unless it's a game you truly care about, you really start to hate it. Yeah, doing runs is a lot more fun, like, when you only compare to your PB, when you don't compare to the record. Why did I talk to him? I literally just healed. But I think besides the Blast Core all Platinum runs, I think I did do some speedrun attempts in one. Oh yeah, I did the last run I actually did was Blue Rescue Team, any % unrestricted. It was a really fun category because you get to RNG manip every single dungeon with save and quit mechanics. And that actually was a lot of fun. It got nowhere close to record. I think it's second to last place, actually. But I did it for fun. Also, speedrun streams, most people lurk and don't interact. That's kind of sort of how they tend to work. Like, I've noticed my streams as of lately have been getting a lot more lurkers, which definitely does help the views and average view duration, which helps in the algorithm and revenues and stuff. And I definitely won't complain about that. But then again, it doesn't help, like, when you watch speedrun streams, you'd be lucky if the speedrunner says, like, one thing, like, every 5 minutes. Like, I've lurked in, like, Worcester's streams a few times. He almost never talks. I mean, the chat tends to be somewhat active, like, he has the combined YouTube and Twitch chats on his overlay stream, and there's usually like a new message every like 7 seconds. And I almost never see him hear him talk because he's basically just trying to focus. I understand. Hey, I'm very chatting. I know for a fact you are. Like, I lurked when you were doing those crystal clear runs. I was kind of curious, because I used to play crystal clear. He used to get more interaction back in 2016. I guess I wouldn't know that. I technically didn't start doing speedruns until 2018. Had his cult following and writers. Makes sense. I mean, when do I get my cult riders? I mean, as of lately, Worcester's mostly just been doing like Battle Factory, I think it's called, or Battle Tower. I don't remember which one it was. It honestly just looks like to me him doing the Battle Factory or Battle Tower is like his it's like his relaxing type of speedrun where he tries to get the like level like what's it called? 50 straight wins or something. So Worcester gave up. I don't know. I also saw him do some platinum runs at one point because I'm still subscribed to him. Got any plans to do any more speedruns? I would like to. I think if I were, I need to make sure it's a game that people would actually be interested in watching on my channel. Wait a minute. Oh my god, I'm dumb. I, for some reason, thought I was supposed to head straight to to Sunny Shore. I have no idea what I'm even doing. But no, it's Mount Coronet time. I feel he's gonna retire soon. There's only so much of PSR you can take. Are you talking about Pokemon experience in general, or just the PSR community in general? I'm not really fond of the PSR community in general. Aside from certain individuals that I like. Oh, almost forgot. Oh, the community, yeah. Ah. I mean, I don't really think Worcester's even involved in the community much. Yeah, I think pretty much like a Pokemon game, for example. Like, when I did the Gym Leader Castle runs, like, people did like those. I mean, I don't think people as much watch the Blast Score runs. I only ran it just because I wanted to try and get it. Because I ran the game a lot back in 2020. 2021, I ran the game a lot, but I never attempted all Platinums. That was just like a more of a me kind of thing. I think Stadium 1 GLC is boring. Stadium 2 GLC is way more fun. That I actually kind of know for a fact, because Steven plays he did a Gym Leader Castle rental randomizer. And it's definitely easier and sort of less interesting, just because if you get like Jolteon or one of the legendary birds, it just becomes really easy. He's still in the middle of doing the Stadium 2 rental randomizer. He actually says it's way more fun because there's a lot more bad Pokemon, and there's some Pokemon that can actually be really decent. But no one watches because I don't have an English card, despite me commentating what's going on. I don't think the fact it's on a Japanese version is the reason maybe people are watching. I mean, I guess people in general, like, whenever someone usually watches a speedrun stream, it only tends to be from the top runners anyway. Okay, let's see if I can remember how to do this puzzle properly. Oh, I didn't equip the choice specs. Oh well, one nasty plot should be fine. I mean, what's the Sneasel gonna do? I outspeed? I do outspeed. Ah, damn it. I kinda hope none of her Pokemon have Ice Shard. Well, I kinda deserved that. I was technically looking away. And I used Thunderbolt on Piloswine, so that was definitely my fault. Oh, I'm using the wrong move. I thought that was Thunderbolt. Like, who does Pokemon speedrun? Who does PSR besides Worcester, Etiquette, Pulse, and like 5 other people? Pretty much. Good point. Although I really do like Pulse Effects he makes edited videos talking about like some like new discoveries in Pokemon runs and stuff. I think those are pretty good videos. Yeah, I don't know, those are mid. I mean, it depends on the video, too. Like, I liked the one he made about the Lucky Egg and X and Y runs. Because at the time, I was doing X and Y solo runs, and I figured it was really interesting to see, like, what runs had to do to get the Lucky Egg and how it was eventually phased out. It was pretty interesting. His Tanium 2-1 pisses me off. Like, what do you mean? Like, did he get something wrong? What speedruns would I do? What's the next game I would actually want to run? I don't know. I'd rather have a long video explaining it than overgeneralizing the run, because the long video format is necessary for that type of game. Are you upset that like his video was too short? Did he like leave out a bunch of useful information? Weird how people watch but don't comment. Well, Don, it's not weird because people just want something as background noise. I mean, most of the time when I watch streams, it's almost always the VOD. Like, if I watch one of Scott's runs live, I'll either watch the stream or the highlight. Usually the highlights. I'm not really as fond of, like, Scott's live streams as much. Because I don't really like I don't like it when the streams feel like edited content. It should have a more casual feel to it. I feel like he takes himself a little too seriously in those streams. But I'll watch the highlights for an interesting Pokemon sometimes. He just said Misty resets are annoying and Voltorb good and that's it. It barely explains anything. Oh, so like, he didn't offer enough detail. Ah, that makes a lot of sense. I would be upset with that too. I actually do sort of wonder and or fear if he would ever make a video on Pokemon Conquest speedruns. I don't think anyone did, but I'm sure if someone were to make a video over it, they would most likely get a lot of info wrong. I mean, part of me has thought of doing Conquest runs again, but at the same time, I really hate how RNG the runs are. I think if I were to start running them again, it would just be single story runs. Hey, Axu. You can drop Grass Knot now? Okay. I kind of wish I knew that a little earlier, because I used all my PP ups on it. Do I have any other PP ups? No. Video offended me. Like a people of that following would get the audience to think this run sounds awful. I mean, I've ran Gym Leader Castle Round 1 in Pokemon Stadium. That category absolutely does suck. It's basically a thunder simulator. I really hate it. Honestly, if I were to start streaming more Conquest, it would probably be single stories. I really do not want to do any percent ever again. I mean, I've actually found new strats for any percent where I would actually, instead of trying to get Darmanitan, I would actually just use a password for a Staraptor. Through my own testing, I ended up realizing that, technically not having Darmanitan in the later parts of the game makes one particular fight slower, but it allows you to have a second Staraptor, and it makes a whole lot of other fights faster. Like, I know it can go fast, but the problem is, the thing is a giant luck simulator. Plus, the one thing I really hate about Conquest speedrunning is 15 minutes into the run, there is a, like, I don't know if it's like 50-50 or something, but there's a straight up chance your run just dies in the first 15 minutes. The reason is in Greenleaf, which is the grass type kingdom, there's how the battlefield is shaped. It's kind of hard to explain. Like, the opponents like start at like a highest elevation. You could either go down a little grass like shortcut through some grass, or you can go down the stairs. You want Pansage to go down the stairs. If Pansage goes down the grass shortcut, it's literally a 3-minute time loss because you have a Darumaka at the time, and the Darumaka needs to defeat the Pansage so you can recruit it because it's helpful for the Water Kingdom. And if he chooses to go down the grass shortcut, you have to reset. Like, there's just no way to save the run. And the problem is, it's literally 15 minutes into the run. So just 15 minutes in, just having like a 50 to 70% chance the run ends, I just hate it. Stadium 2 has like 5 Thunders total used, and 3 of them are used on Misty in the rain. Probably 2 or 3 more in other routes. I mean, I have actually thought of going back to Pokemon Dash. Or better yet, like as a meme thing. Like, I have this very old meme with my channel. I know Steve likes to bring it up sometimes, but I used to... actually, I didn't used to, like, seriously speedrun it, but I actually did do a speedrun of a Dora game on the Game Boy Advance, and it got first place because I was the only person who ever did that game, and I had to like request the leaderboard be built for it. And it had first place at the time, but despite even though I didn't promote the run at all, it somehow like got a few thousand views, and like 11 other people have ran it as well, and I don't have the record anymore. So I figured it'd be really funny if I did a stream where I try to get the record back. Do Pokemon Race Mini? It's way better than Dash. Well, the problem is I've never played it before. I played Dash a lot when I was younger. Plus, I'm still the moderator of that leaderboard. I think it's just me and Uber Noober. I don't think Uber Noober runs games anymore. So it's basically just me. I mean, I only check speedrun.com like once every 1.5 weeks to see if I have any runs that need approval. To try, it's a fun little game. Whenever someone usually tells me to try a game, I almost never try it. I mean, it's still the reason I've never tried Coliseum or XD. $70, oh my god. Well, I'm sure it holds a special place in your heart because it's nostalgic to you, but it's not nostalgic to me because I've never played it. Like 100 now. Of course it is. I think Black 2 and White 2, the raw cartridge, sells for like $150. I think Heart Gold is similar price, like $150. Fortunately, I still have my original copies of those games. My Black 2 case actually still has the manual. I could probably sell it for $200 if I wanted to. I'm not really a fan, though, of selling games that I played a lot as a kid, because even though the saves are probably gone, it still holds memories. Honestly, the categories let's see, the only categories for Dash I've ran were the Green Cup and the Blue Cup, and the individual tracks for those cups. I think I did a few tracks in Red Cup, but I was trying to plan to like go for all of them. But I just didn't have the motivation to do it. But then one of the other Pokemon Dash runners, I can't remember what his name is, he finally, he like came out of semi-retirement. He was able to get a DS capture card because when he did the runs the first time, he borrowed it from a friend. So now that he was able to borrow it again, he pretty much beat almost all my records. This is honestly kind of scary. Okay. Well, I'll remember that. Dude, stop hitting yourself, you dumb idiot. I've done nothing but hit myself. Oh my god. Get rid of this thing. see. Keeps choice specs for Cyrus 3. Specs, Thunderbolt, one-shots all of them. I ask you, do you recommend I use some rare candies now, or do you think level 60 with specs is good enough for Volkner? Or not Volkner, for Cyrus. Got it for your birthday. It still has my name engraved in it from Grandma when she engraved it. Oh, that's nice. Honestly, I feel like I could use the candies now, because in Axie's notes, he suggests level 68 for the league. I can literally just use all my candies now. So I probably will, actually. Alright, so when I save before Cyrus, I am going to need to equip the specs, and use all my candies. I think the reason Axie suggests using toy specs, good time for that. The reason he said specs is because you don't really want to use a turn 1 nasty plot on the Houndoom because it has Will-O-Wisp. And I'm pretty sure even if it doesn't use it, I'm pretty sure Flamethrower would break the substitute. I don't know, I'm sure you could probably cut it out. Yeah, I couldn't remember where to go for a second. Yeah, this thing is gonna get a way worse time than Plusle did. If I had to guess, this thing is probably gonna get the in-between. Is the in-between? I think if this thing is 7 minutes worse, it should be in the in-between. I think it would have to be over if it's like 12 minutes worse. Alright, I'm gonna use all my candies to level 70. Yeah, you can clearly see, like, once you're in once you're at level 51 with Plusle and Minun, they actually become very good because they'll have some of their best moves. I am still kind of curious how Plusle and Minun would do in Diamond and Pearl, because the fact they'll have hidden power for Rourke, so Rourke will not be hard at all. It does mean I'd be a lower level for everything else, though. There's really no reason for me to hold Amulet Coin. I just once. Better than having nothing equipped. Well, at least Volkner's going to be easy. I will end up using Thunderbolt on, or not Thunderbolt. I'm going to end up using Substitute on the Jolteon just because Electric types can still get hit with Thunder Wave. It wasn't until Gen 6 they became completely immune to paralysis. Axu, I don't know if you're still here, but remember when you suggested using a substitute for Volkner? That's the whole reason you got me the second substitute. I no longer have Grass Knot for Bertha. Is this some oversight with your route? Honestly, I don't even think Axu's here. I don't think it's going to be a big deal, though. Hidden Power Ice will do just fine. I mean, not for the Wish... I mean, it'll be neutral on the Wish Cache. Oh, geez. Yeah, Plusle got a time of around 2 hours, 34 minutes. So I think right now, Plusle's probably fighting Bertha. I mean, even if I didn't have all those problems with Rourke, I mean, one thing I will give to Minun, Minun does have far fewer resets Plusle did. I think that's just what it gets for being slightly more defensive. Okay, Blissey Raya. I wonder if a +6 Thunderbolt behind light screen can one-shot. Almost. Nice, now we get some bangers. Yeah, there is no way this thing's gonna get under. Thanks for chatting with me. Bye. Well, thanks for stopping by, GZ. It was nice hearing from you. Hey, Logan, welcome back. How was your trip? Yeah, this thing is definitely not getting the under. But this thing can definitely get the in-between. I'm going to aim for the in-between. Also, from the music pool, I actually did delete all of the versions of Snow Point City because some random guy on YouTube who makes Pokemon remixes with like 14,000 subs. I'm not gonna reveal it because I don't want to give him publicity. Uh, he copyright claimed my last 2 streams all because of those tracks, even though they were not his remix. I'm pretty sure what happened is that YouTube detected I may have been using his stuff. And here's the thing with copyright claims. YouTube won't claim it on his behalf. It'll email him saying, hey, this guy might be using your song. Do you want to review it? If so, do you want to claim it? I'm willing to bet he doesn't even look at it. I am willing to bet he just says yes to all of it. I remember one time one of those kinds of incidences did happen. I even tried to rebuke it, to like fight it, and my my rebuke got denied. Like, the guy who claimed my stream that one time said, no, I'm pretty sure you're using my song, even though I was not. Like, honestly, I'm of the opinion that you should not have the right to copyright music that you remix from other songs, especially from gaming music. Like, if you make your own, like, remixed version of, like, Driftville City, you should not have the right to copyright it under YouTube's music system. Like the copyright system with YouTube. You should not be allowed to do that. That's my opinion. That way this kind of stuff won't happen. Happens to me a lot. Ever since I allowed music from the other games, not just Mystery Dungeon. Is the distortion world easy? A casual can get lost. But it's usually just a straight line. Alright, I think in order for me to get the in-between, I'm not going to save for this guy. This guy really does not need saving. Yeah, despite the speed boost, I still outspeed him. But on the bright side, though, with how the YouTube claim system works, if I just go into my settings for that video and have them erase the song during the claimed section, once the erasure does happen, the revenue sharing does stop, and I do get all my money. Because fortunately, YouTube takes a few days until you ever get any money from a stream. So I was able to get it resolved in that time. So I'm quite confident that guy got nothing. Which, good for him. Sandstorm. You know, that sandstorm honestly doesn't... How did that live? This is the thing with Minun's lower special attack. Well, at least I one-shot that thing. Not gonna be able to one-shot the Rhyperior, though. I do, okay. Alright, at least I still first tried her. Alright, so just full restore before Flint. Alright, if I can first try everybody in the league, I can definitely get the in-between. Oh. I assumed he was going to use Will-O-Wisp. Oh, wait, it doesn't have Will-O-Wisp. Oh. I guess I got Flint's, Houndoom mixed up with Cyrus's, which does. Alright, and Lucian is going to be pretty much pathetic. His Mr. Mime isn't really going to do too much to me. So I'll just make sure to heal up. Elixir, save. Yeah, getting the in-between is really going to be cutting it close. Quite nice, though. I have been kind of getting these correct as of lately. Okay, reflect. Okay, I'm going to have to defeat that thing before it uses light screen. I guess all it needed was just one nasty plot. Alright, I need to first try Cynthia. Alright, I only need one nasty plot. Come on. I don't know, John. I've been doing pretty good lately with these random solo run streams. I've been getting kind of good at guessing the over-under. 244.39, 10 resets, 8 blackouts, level 78. This thing got 7 less resets than Plusle did, which is nice. Although, even if I didn't do all those kinds of screw-ups I had in the Rourke split, I mean, when I was in the mid-game, I was like 7 minutes behind Plusle. But honestly, I think assuming both Pokemon have no resets against anybody, and I did the safest strat possible, Plusle would still be better. 244.30. Go ahead and add. Let's see, level 78 with 10 resets, which is surprisingly low. Time of 44.39. Game time of 8. First playthrough it. Alright. Yeah, this Pokemon for sure did worse than Plusle. It actually did worse than Mismagius. Yeah, honestly, this sorta does make sense just because you still have to remember, we have worse attack. Like, it didn't really matter the fact we had Charm. It didn't really make Rourke easier. Rourke was basically harder. Like, in my winning attempt, I beat the Onix at exactly 0 returns left. But even at level 23, it still wasn't going to be. It was nice, though, I got less resets. And the game time was definitely longer, that still makes sense. I still need to do a successful Metagross re-rank at some point. I probably won't do it today in the Discord, though. I think next time I do Platinum, in my Discord, I'll probably give Metagross a re-rank. Because from now on, in my Discord server, every Thursday evening, I'll be doing a re-rank in the game we're doing that week. I will nickname the Crobat Speed. What Crobat? Crobat you're playing Sun and Moon with? I thought you already did Crobat. Anyway, thank you all for stopping by, everyone. I do appreciate it. Huge thanks to everybody who showed up and chatted or just lurked. And the next stream will be tomorrow. We'll be doing Platinum with a random Pokemon. Hopefully it's not Tillamees again. I swear. It better not be something like that. Although if it was Volbeat, I would not complain, because Volbeat is good. Way better growth rate, double team by level up, and tail glow. Anyway, I will see you all later.